That's what they're doing with their resources. You look at A'ja Wilson's signature shoe, her logo, resources wasted. You look at the Paige Bueckers Nike logo. Does this look like they really wanted to do this, or they were just catering to that crowd? So they said, oh, let's just get up Paige and let's give her a logo. Let's cater to the crowd.
Grabbing a double-wrapped bag of cash and simply hurling it out of a speeding vehicle. That is not an exaggeration when you look at what major corporations are currently doing with their marketing budgets in women's basketball right now. Nike, Lego, and numerous other brands are bleeding money on athletes who fail to move the needle, fail to sell products, and fail to generate meaningful ratings. And the most unbelievable part is that they are fully aware of it. They know it without question, yet they continue doing it anyway.
Company I grew up with. I think many of us had these. Paige Bueckers signs a deal with Lego as she prepares to be the next signature athlete. Now, my question to you. How many kids know who Paige Bueckers is? Number one. How many kids' parents know who Paige Bueckers is? Number two. And if you're walking in a toy store, whether it's Target, whether it's a toy section at Walmart, and you see this face on a box, who knows who this is?
Discuss what occurred on January 13, 2025. Lego announced a partnership with Paige Bueckers as she prepares to enter the WNBA. And immediately the most obvious question that every marketing executive should be asking, but clearly is not, is who exactly is this for? Walk into any Target or Walmart toy aisle today, and a parent sees a Lego box featuring an unfamiliar face, while a child picks it up with zero recognition or emotional connection. The product then sits on shelves collecting dust, while Caitlin Clark Wilson basketballs are selling out within 48 hours. This is the disconnect. Lego built its empire around universally recognized cultural icons Star Wars, Harry Potter, Marvel superheroes characters that both kids and parents instantly recognize. Now they are wagering on an athlete who averaged 65,000 viewers for her WNBA debut on the ION network, which, for perspective, is a channel most Americans did not even know existed until the WNBA placed games on it.
Wouldn't even know myself. But the craziest part of all this is that they're using Iowa Hawkeyes colors to promote a UConn Husky play. Interesting. They're using Iowa Hawkeyes colors to promote a Dallas Wings play. Interesting. So they need to find something to connect Paige Bueckers to Caitlin Clark so people can even pay attention.
This is where corporate strategy becomes especially revealing. The Lego promotional materials are using Iowa Hawkeye colors black and gold, yellow and black rather than Dallas Wings colors, which are navy blue and lime green. They are literally using another player's college brand identity to attempt to sell Paige Bueckers merchandise. Consider what that exposes. The marketing teams understand that they must connect Bueckers to Caitlin Clark in some way in order to generate interest. They did it during Clark's junior year at Iowa. They repeated it during her senior year. They pushed the rivalry narrative so aggressively that ESPN built an entire season around it. And now, even with Clark in the WNBA and Bueckers still at UConn playing her 5th year, they are still leaning on Iowa's colors because that is the only association capable of grabbing the attention of casual fans.
To Caitlin Clark in any way, shape, or form that they possibly could. While Caitlin Clark is busy being a rookie in the WNBA, super senior Paige Bueckers is over there in UConn hooping it up, getting carried by AZ Fudd and Sarah Strong to a national championship. But let me just show you some of the numbers behind Paige Bueckers. We have Paige Bueckers' WNBA debut. Paige Bueckers' WNBA debut averaged 639,000 viewers on ION. You think somebody with actual motion would be put on ION for their WNBA debut?
Caitlin Clark's Wilson basketball became the fastest-selling basketball in the company's history. Her Kobe Pro shoes sold out within minutes. The Barbie doll, the Funko Pop, the action figures, the t-shirts, every single product tied to Clark moves off shelves immediately. There is tangible consumer demand creating real revenue. Meanwhile, the Dallas Wings could not sell out their home arena for the entire season until the Indiana Fever came to town. That is not speculation. Those are attendance records. a sub-10,000 seat venue in a major market playing to partially empty crowds. Unless Caitlin Clark is visiting. Yet somehow this is the athlete that multiple corporations decided deserved signature product lines and large-scale marketing campaigns in
the platform for their WNBA debut. Well, we look at Caitlin Clark. Her WNBA debut averaged 2.12 million viewers, and ESPN was smart. They said, I want that game. That Caitlin Clark WNBA debut, I want that game on my platform. ESPN was looking at this season's 2025. Who's got their WNBA debut? Anybody that we want? No, nobody that we want's WNBA debut. Whoop.
And we need to be honest about why this is happening, because it is not about basketball performance. Paige Bueckers is an outstanding player. UConn won a national championship in 2024, and she was a significant contributor alongside Azzi Fudd and Aaliyah Edwards. Her collegiate resume speaks for itself. This is not about her ability on the court. This is about box checking. This is about companies making decisions based on optics instead of market research. They are catering to a specific audience, a specific storyline, and a specific vision of what they believe the WNBA should represent, rather than responding to what consumers are actually purchasing. The result is squandered resources, lukewarm product launches, and merchandise sitting in warehouses instead of moving through retail channels. ESPN pushed the Bueckers narrative for 2 years. WNBA reporters amplified it relentlessly. Now corporations are following a media-manufactured storyline rather than following the money. It is inverted business strategy, and it is costing millions.
People tuned in to Caitlin Clark and her debut on Ion before people even knew that this network existed. Now, I'm not a mathematician. I don't know how to reverse calculate the numbers, but I would assume that this 639 last year would probably look a little bit more like 430. Maybe, if I had to take a guess. Crazy work.
Is what this ultimately comes down to. We are witnessing major corporations choosing to lose money rather than follow consumer demand. They are making business decisions based on social media narratives instead of sales data. They are creating products for an audience that does not exist while ignoring the audience that is actively spending money. Consider the Lego announcement specifically. The company is betting that parents will purchase WNBA player sets for children who have no idea who Paige Bueckers is. They are hoping nostalgia-driven adult collectors will buy these sets, even though Bueckers lacks the cultural penetration that gives collectibles long-term value. They are launching a product line without conducting the market research that would clearly show it will underperform. And when it does underperform, when the sales figures fall below projections, these companies will face a choice. They can either admit they made a marketing error and correct course, or they can double down and blame consumers for not buying what is being sold. Based on precedent, I am betting on the latter. Nike created a paint bucket logo and labeled it a signature design, which tells you everything about their actual level of commitment. They are doing the bare minimum required to say they participated while fully aware it will not generate meaningful revenue. This is performative corporate activism masquerading as athlete sponsorship. Lego is using Iowa Hawkeye colors to promote a Dallas Wings player because they know they need Caitlin Clark's brand association to generate interest. They are parasitically attaching themselves to another athlete's success while pretending they are investing in Bueckers as a standalone star. It is deceptive marketing, and consumers see directly through it. Attendance figures do not lie. Television ratings do not lie. Merchandise sales do not lie. There is one athlete in women's basketball right now who consistently moves the needle across every measurable metric. Instead of maximizing that opportunity and producing products that align with actual consumer demand, corporations are spreading their resources across athletes who do not deliver comparable returns. This is not about fairness or equal opportunity. This is about basic business fundamentals. When you are a publicly traded company accountable to shareholders, you have a fiduciary responsibility to pursue profit-generating decisions. Intentionally losing money on ineffective marketing campaigns is not noble, it is negligent. And the worst part is that the athletes being used as props in this corporate theater deserve better. Paige Bueckers deserves a Nike logo that reflects real creative investment and brand confidence. She deserves marketing campaigns centered on her authentic strengths, rather than forced comparisons to another player. She deserves corporate partners who are fully invested in her success rather than checking boxes to appease social media audiences. Instead, We get rushed product launches, derivative marketing materials, and half-hearted campaigns that insult both the athlete and the consumer. We get Lego sets that will be sitting on clearance racks within 6 months. We get Nike logos that look like they were designed in 15 minutes. We get corporate decisions that prioritize optics over outcomes. The unrivaled league begins this week with Paige Bueckers as one of its featured faces. And the real question is not whether she will play well, because she will. The question is whether anyone outside the existing WNBA fan base will actually tune in to watch. Early projections are not encouraging. The league lacks a major television deal, most games will stream on platforms with limited reach. And the marketing push has been minimal for a new professional sports league. This is the pattern: large announcements, limited execution, disappointing results. Then corporations act shocked when investments fail to pay off, even though every available data point predicted the outcome. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's rookie season generated 3.4 million viewers for her first ESPN game. Her finals appearance delivered the highest WNBA playoff ratings in decades. Her jersey became the league's top seller within weeks. Her social media presence drives more engagement than the rest of the league combined. That is not opinion, it is measurable impact across every relevant metric. So when you see announcements about new partnerships and signature products for athletes who do not produce comparable numbers, ask yourself whether this is a sound business decision or a company choosing to lose money to preserve a specific narrative. From where I am sitting, watching corporations throw money out of moving cars, the answer is obvious: the market has spoken. Consumers have voted with their wallets. Television audiences have demonstrated what they want to watch. Corporations are ignoring all of it in favor of what they believe should be popular, rather than what actually is popular. That is not progressive business strategy. It is simply bad business. Eventually, shareholders will begin asking why their investment dollars are funding marketing campaigns that fail to generate returns. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do these corporate partnerships make business sense? Or are companies wasting resources on manufactured narratives? Be specific, because the numbers do not lie. Like this video if you value analysis grounded in real data instead of social media hype. Subscribe for more WNBA coverage that follows the evidence wherever it leads. I'll see you in the next one.
Look at the attendance to the Dallas Wings games. My point exactly. Not sold out until a certain somebody visited. Until a certain team came to town. Not sold out. And we're talking about a sub 10,000 seat arena. Not sold out. It's very interesting that these companies are just willing to throw money down the drain just to appease certain people. I mean, Paige Bueckers is now the face of Unrivaled, and it's nasty work. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Appreciate all the support. Like the video and subscribe. That means so much to me.